Welcome to Salt Lake City, where the mighty Utah student section is ready to turn this place into a cauldron of noise. Twice Eccles Stadium, home to the Utah Utes. Today, a pair of Pac-12 teams getting set to square off in a game that could have season-long implications. As we'll see, the Arizona State Sun Devils taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Utes will get us started with the opening kickoff. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Sun Devils offense will get the first crack at it here. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Looking deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Scanning the field, it's Maddox. On the move, he fires. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. So Utah's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make 2 in order to pick up that 1st down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
On 4th down, going to the air. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Steps away. He'll try to do it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Heaves it deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
Well, it's a nice change-up play on offense there on that 3rd down, going with the jet sweep to keep this drive alive.
Here's the give off the left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Utes want to pick up the tempo. They go to the ground. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Grabs it in the middle. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Utes look to keep this drive humming. Going up top on 1st down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The throw. Gets it out quickly. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Utes have it with a 1st and 10.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Soft spot in the middle. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quickly complete. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the points.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Good right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. West Virginia dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from Tavon Austin to Stedman Bailey, I think we may have just seen the next great one emerge.
To the air on 1st down. Got his man.
The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
It's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Wants to throw. It's Maddox. Makes the grab on the left. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in and week out, working on those critical down distances, third downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. The offense is going to stay on the field. They'll take a pass on the 55-yard field goal attempt. They're throwing for it on fourth down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Utah!
Really nice timing on that throw by the quarterback. Took his steps, he pitched, he got rid of it quickly on the line, put it on his guy running straight down the field, and he's able to catch it in the end zone.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Now on the move. And the ball slipped out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Offense set on first down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They run the reverse. Got room at the 35. Hit the afterburners, kid. At the 20. Touchdown, Utes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Maddox. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And the Sun Devils decide to punt it away. Takes it on the return. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Utah has it back in the offense coming onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Big 3rd down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. Off play action. They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
They'll try the jet sweep here. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
I think sometimes you can overthink things a little bit as a play caller, and on 4th down, I know you got a receiver who's really fast, and you're trying to get him the football and see if he can get to the perimeter of the field, but the defense was waiting on it. That was maybe a little bit too obvious, and I think you can put that 4th down fail on the play call.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Takes the easy one to the back. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. The Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
A big play for the defense with the 1st down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Utes send out the punt unit. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Grab near the marker. It's Hurley. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Hurley. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
But we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him in the loop.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Maddox. Fires to the big fella.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the grab down the middle. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Took them nearly the entire 1st half, but finally a red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. He's looking to throw it. Got a man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Quarterback and receiver on the same page there on the crow route. Nice job by the receiver finding the soft spot and zone and just settling down, making that throw a whole bunch easier.
Got the quick pass. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's looking to throw. Going for 6. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Western Kentucky is going to walk off the field there in Bowling Green with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught over the middle, it's Williams. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Getting some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you...
Oh, he wants it all. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. What a snag by the defense. He'll try to take it back. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. Third and long, they dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Salt Lake City. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats.
The Sun Devils will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They keep it on the ground to open the third. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Right back to him on the ground. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5.
Offensively, I'm going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient. Staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Here's the handoff. And the Utes get it past the sticks.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a crease to the left. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
But nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
And I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down.
On second down, just keeps firing. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
That's a bit of a gut punch for the offense because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Sun Devils want to crank the tempo. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Sun Devils line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Slips through the line. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? In this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Utes have moved it inside the 20. The give to the left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Tempo and overdrive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackle is made after the first down. And the Utes are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. Baird is trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Bulldozes his way through. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, you know what, let his talent do the rest.
Still looking on the move. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
Here comes the offense on second down. To throw, it's Maddox. Working that left side now. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing his pass.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Pocket starts to collapse. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
They got a little bit, but they didn't get the first down, and you're obviously trying to get the first down, but you try to slip in those screens occasionally on third down. I like when you slip them in there and try to make a big play, catch the defense maybe being a little aggressive.
Deals to punt and try to pick up some yards. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First down for this offense. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Runs through the tackle. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give to the tailback. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding, offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The give to the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
Trying to outflank them on the jet sweep. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Great job by the defense there slowing down that jet sweep. And a big key was the defensive end containing the play, forcing the receiver to cut back inside to where all the traffic was.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Running to the left. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. The Utes want to move quickly. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Finds his man enough for the first. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. And the Utes with the 1st and 10. Movement here from the tight end. They want that clock to run. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utah! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. He's not going to make it stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Arizona State, 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Back to throw, it's Maddox. He looks that one in nicely. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Makes a connection. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Sun Devils are on the move. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
On 1st down from the 13-yard line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They're going to throw it again. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Utes! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Indiana is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over Tulsa. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking for a man. It's Maddox. Fires downfield. Got his man all by himself. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. He's going to pass. Going over the top. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. Huge play. Puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sent it the other way.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.